Okay, so here's LeChatelier, and he is a persnickety guy, and he loves to keep things nice and balanced. So here is a reaction with nitrogen and hydrogen to make ammonia, and because there's a negative delta H, that means heat is released as a product. So what I'm going to do is just add a couple more of everything, just to give you more of an idea. So I have another nitrogen, that means I'll need 3 more hydrogens, and that will also make that I need a couple more ammonia. So I'm just going to draw those in real quick. All right, so this is a reversible reaction, so it can go either way, which is important with LeChatelier. And let's say, for example, everything's cool, LeChatelier is happy, but I'm like, hey, I'm going to add more nitrogen. So I'm adding a bunch more nitrogen. And of course, that is not going to make LeChatelier happy. He is going to freak out. He's going to, oh no, why did you add more nitrogen? So to make things balanced again in his mind, what he's going to do is try to get rid of that nitrogen. And the only way to get rid of that nitrogen is to move the reaction to the right toward more ammonia. So he's going to make more ammonia by using up that nitrogen and some of those hydrogens as well, as a result of having to get rid of some of that nitrogen. So to make things balanced, in his opinion, that's what he wants to do. So he will create more ammonia. So similarly, what happens if he takes away NH3? So if he's going to take some of those away, right? If you just took them away to someplace else, that is again going to get LeChatelier upset. He's going, oh no, why did you do that? He's going to want them back. So to get them back, the reaction is going to move toward the right, and it's going to make more ammonia so that it can replace what was taken away. So again, let's take a look at some temperature changes. So the delta H is negative in this situation, which means heat is going to be a product. So if heat is a product, and then we added more heat, so we put more heat into this. So now LeChatelier is like, oh no, that's too much heat. It's too hot. So to make things less hot, he's going to have to move it away from the heat side of the reaction. So he's going to want to go toward nitrogen and hydrogen, so that every time he produces some nitrogen and some hydrogen, the heat will have to get used every time he does that. So he's going to create some nitrogen and hydrogen, and in the process, that is going to take away that heat. So what if the opposite happens? What if you take away heat? Well, if you're taking away heat, then the reaction is, if you wanted it all balanced like the way it was, LeChatelier is going to be like, oh no, it's too cold, too short. I think that's cold. And then the reaction is going to have to go toward the ammonia so that more heat gets made. So some nitrogen and hydrogen will be used up to make more ammonia, and in the process make more heat. All right, so pressure, if we think about these being in a very airtight container, so there's no way to escape, and we want to increase the pressure. So the way you increase the pressure is decrease the volume, because pressure is collisions, and if they don't have as much space, then they're going to collide more. So we're going to decrease the volume. And since the reactant side has 4 molecules, the 1 nitrogen and the 3 hydrogen, and the product side has the 2 ammonia, what's going to happen when LeChatelier sees this happen, he's going to be like, oh no, the pressure is too much. So what he's going to want to do is make the side that has fewer molecules favored. So he's going to want to move things toward the ammonia side if you increase pressure, because then he's exchanging 4 molecules for 2, and 2 won't take as much space, and the pressure will be relieved. So the reverse of that is if it has more space and lower pressure. So if you give it more space, then the area of the reaction has more ability to move around, and therefore pressure is going to go down. There will be fewer collisions. So more space means decrease in pressure. And if there's a decrease in pressure, things are going to want to make more molecules to take up that empty space, and it's going to move toward the right.